Hi Sagittarius, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your King of Cups just come out, so we'll keep that for a minute. This is your July love reading. So in terms of love, the King of Cups coming out is love's in abundance. It's like, where are you directing your emotional energy this month, Sagittarius? Okay, we've got the High Priestess in reverse. This could be secrets coming out. This could be not using your intuition, not following hunches, things that you need to remember. Hidden knowledge. Could be hidden knowledge in terms of emotions or something emotional. What else do we have, Spirit? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. For the highest good of all. I've already pulled out your oracle cards. Save some time. Okay, there. Okay. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups. So that's good in terms of relationships. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that's feeling like you're, I don't know, like maybe scared of giving away your independence in some way. We have the World in reverse. So a cycle not completed. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, so we have the King and the Queen. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. No, don't jump. No. We have the Moon card. And the Knight of Wands. So underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, is this somebody trying to get away with something? Are you feeling like there's some sort of manipulation going on? Are you feeling like there's a fears around something? Like mentally you're feeling angst within yourself, or is it that you're needing to continue on despite insecurity, despite adversity? So we shall see. So underneath the deck was the Seven of Swords. Your first card in was the King of Cups. Like I said, you do have the King and the Queen of Cups in your reading. Yeah, they was looking at each other more like that. So we have this emotional offer coming in. Somebody's directing their external energy to you. You're deciding whether you should give it back internally. Look, we have her kind of making sure she doesn't spill any here. So internally, you're worried about how much you're giving in terms of a relationship. There's some fears there. Although you do feel like this is the one. You do feel like a magnetic attraction. You do feel drawn to them. You feel like they're the other half of you. But there's some fears around it. You may feel like there's some secrets as well, where that you're not privy to. It may feel like that you just like your independence, because the Queen of Pentacles is very much independent. She values herself. She values the other people around her. Okay, it could be with the World card that you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're not allowing yourself to be opened up, because we did have the Queen there kind of holding it very gently in her hand, trying not to drop any. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Swords. So you're in your head about an offer that's being made, an emotional offer. This could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be an offer that's done there, like I said, external offer. So it's something that it could be an offer of marriage. It could be somebody's directing all of their love and their passion towards you. But I feel like your focus is like you're trying to keep your focus elsewhere. Like she's got all these children around her, she's focusing here elsewhere. Yeah, because there's some fears, or there's some doubts, there's some insecurities. Yeah. Now, we do also have the Moon card here, and that's talking about being led by our emotions, or being pulled by our fears, or being controlled by our desires in some way, feeling like we don't have no control. Yeah, feeling like there's fears as to how things are going to progress. There could be fears that you're projecting onto the relationship. already before it's even kind of got anywhere, so to speak. But I do feel like it kind of rights itself, because we come out with the Knight of Wands, so you get more into your fire energy. This is a very emotional and mental reading. But there's something emotionally that you feel, but however you're not trusting your intuition. Perhaps you're not letting your intuition talk for you. You do have "it is safe for you to love" from the Romance Angel. So this is saying open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this could just be fears and doubts with the Moon card. You could be taken a little bit by surprise by your emotions, taken a little bit by surprise by how you feel about somebody. You also have the Monk or the Nun card. Now this is your past life influence. So the Monk or the Nun card is saying that you could be at the moment wanting to pull your energy back from people. You could be isolating yourself a little bit. People could be calling you a bit of a monk. You could be wanting that solitude. Or it could be that you're feeling the presence of some past kind of vows of chastity, vows of celibacy, where you kind of, because you've made them vows in the past, it's like somewhere inside you, you're feeling like you don't deserve love, or you're not lovable, or you should pull back from love, or yeah, you're just undeserving. So it's like there's a need to kind of look at that in some senses. But you also have underneath that deck communal living, which I think is quite funny because they're very opposite. It's like it could be that somebody's wanting to move in with you and you're pulling back, but you're not sure why you're pulling back. Yeah, it could be that you're cutting off your intuition for some of you because you can't believe your emotions. It's like your emotions are getting the better of you, and you're kind of cutting off your intuition, even though it could be telling you to like allow others in more. This is also coming out of yourself a little bit more with the communal living. So we also have the card of Strength. So it's asking you to have inner confidence at this time. Now what's interesting is that it's got the star up there, written up there. So normally we associate it with the Leo or the Lion, or for the Strength card. But in here it's telling you to have strength and shine like the star that you are, because it's like you're almost pulling back your energy. Yeah, you also got trust underneath the Romance Angels. So this situation is calling for you to have faith, yeah? And your other card was Engagement, which says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. However, I do feel like there's some fears, or there's some doubts there, or some insecurities there perhaps, with the Queen of Cups as well. You also got, for your Ascended Master, you got asked to see the other person's point of view. So you're being asked to put yourself in their shoes, to look at how maybe what seems to you like maybe you're pulling back, or you're going into solitude, or a need for respite, or whatever, or a self-focus, or a focus on what's going on around you. Others could view it in a totally different way and feel like they're getting rejected in some way, because the King of Cups, he can give his emotions very freely, but if he feels like he's being rejected, he can pull back and stand on the middle of that island and not put his foot in a drop of that water, or he can become the sea. Yeah, whichever he chooses. So it's about seeing yourself from the other person's point of view. And you also got health excuse me, and healing. There is kind of a big surge towards health and healing at the moment. I don't know if it's something to do with astrology, but a lot of stars, or a lot of people, I'm noticing there's a big surge right now. But in terms of you guys, it could be that the health and healing needs to come from looking at what fears you're allowing to control you, for some of you, how vulnerable you are within relationships, tapping back into your intuitive nudges again, yeah, and maybe like cutting any attachments, or allowing yourself, yeah, cutting anything, any blockages, any ties, any, like, just say I'm cutting any attachments in past lives that are getting in the way of this life. There's some sort of hold up there, but you need to become the star. You need to have that hope and faith. Hope, faith and trust for you guys this month. I think underlying, you're feeling like, can I go on despite this? Or for some of you, there's this feeling like, well, you could be worried about things that have gone on in the past, yeah? But it is asking you to be the star. Have that hope, have that faith. It is a card of healing as well. Mentally, there's some concerns that you need to let go of. Each one of these swords are kind of things that we hold on to, that people have said or that we've said, or it's just like we can be caught up in this level of anxiety. So it's asking you to release any anxieties this month. Kind of in a way, it's about going with the flow, allowing yourself to be guided, and sort of like have trust and faith that the universe has your back this month. And with the Knight of Wands, I kind of see that as you kind of revving up your energy again, starting to move at a faster pace again, coming out of this period of mistrust perhaps, or isolation, allowing yourself to know that it is safe to love, because you do have the King and Queen of Cups, and this is the ultimate couple here. This is the ultimate couple in terms of romance, in terms of relationships. It's intuitively knowing what each other's thinking. It's finishing each other's sentences. It's knowing what they're thinking without telling you. It's knowing whether they need help. It's knowing their health. It's having that connection, yeah? But you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable a little bit this month. It could also be that you feel like, for some of you, that maybe something's not as good as you thought it was, or it's like you've got to this point and you're like, well, now what do I do? And it's like you're going through this next growth stage now. For some of you as well, it could be that you're pulling back your energy and you're just wanting something that's kind of short term with the Knight of Wands as well. Maybe not looking long term. Maybe you've come out of a long term and now you're kind of wanting something more short term. You're not wanting to be so vulnerable within the relationship. You're wanting to kind of have something kind of, you know, that is malleable, let's say. You're not wanting to be fixed down because of that worries. We have the worries there. And the Queen of Pentacles, even though she's in a partnership, she can be quite an independent energy. Quite stable, quite grounded, quite wanting to focus on her work, wanting to focus on her children, wanting to focus on the environment and creating a stable environment for her loved ones. So, I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. If you like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. I do appreciate it. Take care, stay blessed. Bye.